When did you join the armed forces?
1992, I was commissioned as second lieutenant in the United States Army. I wanted to serve my country and my community and basically be there for people when they need help. During training, it was a very interesting experience. I had never done anything military before. So it was a very interesting time, you know, getting uniforms and figuring out how they work and figuring out how to march and, you know, doing some of that stuff. You know, it didn't come naturally, so to speak, because I wasn't really involved in that type of disciplined lifestyle. But I learned a lot about leadership, a lot about how to you know, get things done, but at the same time, take care of the people that are doing them with you. And it was a very high quality experience overall.
What was one memory from training? Something that stuck with you?
There's so many things. Well, one time my bed wasn't quite correct and the drill instructor decided to throw my mattress over the balcony of the barracks building. And that was sort of an interesting time to run back in there and try to put that mattress back together. I never forget that.
Were you ever deployed?
Yes, twice to Iraq. Second deployment, we went back in 2009-10, so it was the same military police battalion. I had been an assistant operations officer when we went in 2003, and when we went in 2009, I was the actual operations officer for the battalion. We did mostly what was called detention operations at the time. So back when the surge happened in Iraq and when we had sent lots of us over there, we ended up taking a lot of prisoners effectively all throughout Iraq that were associated with the previous regime, and there was lots of units that were mobilized in that 2008-2009 time frame to go do effectively prison duty with those that were in detention. Of course, that was right after the Abu Ghraib scandal, and where there was some horrible conduct by our forces in guarding Iraqi prisoners. And you know, the Army Military Police Corps was very aggressive about correcting the way we handled detainees, and there was a ton of training that we all did, and we had to really work the highest levels of professionalism with those that we had in custody when I was there in 2009 and 10. Well, I think the biggest thing was like when we got there in 2003 and we got to Kuwait and we got on the ground and we started to mobilize and get into Iraq. It really stuck with me that we were kind of at the edge of freedom, you know, kind of like, you know, we're so used to in America, everything is kind of organized and people have rights and people have freedom. But when you step into that environment where there had been such turmoil and oppressive regimes that controlled people, that you could really sense that you were kind of stepping out from the society, the free society in which we live. And I felt that was a very memorable moment when I first got there. And I thought that was pretty powerful.